going now on 25 years in my particular industry, I've learned so much. And, I think the things that for myself, I've learned from my mistakes more than your successes, right? And I think the one thing I like to share with women is you can do it. Don't doubt yourself. I guarantee you a man may doubt himself, but he doesn't let anyone see it, and he still goes after it. I think I would have asked for more opportunities or sought more opportunities versus thinking they would come to me. And the older I've gotten, I now go ask for them. I think I probably could have accelerated my career had I asked questions sooner and asked for responsibility sooner versus thinking, well, they see how hard I'm working, they will give it to me. So I think that's one lesson I've learned and that I share with young women is don't doubt yourself. Even though you may, don't show it. Never let them see you sweat. I can remember being in the industry and literally for the first 6 months, I didn't know what the industry was. The terminology, the colloquialisms. I would have a broker come into my office and ask for XYZ, and I'm like, not a problem. I'll take care of it. I had no idea what that person asked me to, and then I would go and figure out what it is. But that fake it till you make it is very true. If you, especially in the industry that is so competitive, they can smell fear. And, they will attack the weak. And so, eat what you kill mentality of any brokerage environment, whether it be investment sales or Wall Street or commercial real estate or whatever, any type of brokerage environment is a very competitive environment. So you can't be, you can't show weakness. So I think the one thing, and this might be controversial in the sense of, although I'm in a male-dominated industry, I never want to be one of the men. And I think that's where I think some women self-sabotage because they try and be one of the men. And consequently, they hurt themselves. Some say, well, yeah, you should go out and do that and you should do this. Well, I'll give several examples. I was with an investment team and we traveled extensively and I was the only woman that would travel. And oftentimes we would entertain clients. And, interestingly enough, I've never had an issue with any broker, hitting on me or making me feel uncomfortable. But the clients I have, and that's a fine line too because they are the client. So what I've learned is I've taken myself out of possible situations. So for example, I travel with men at the time, the only woman. We take clients out to dinner. I'm the only woman. We go back to the hotel. I'll have a nightcap and then I'll say, good night, gentlemen. I'll see you in the morning because nothing good is going to happen after midnight. And they can behave so badly, but if a woman behaves badly, she's scarred, she's marked, and it's unfortunate, but that still happens. And I think one thing I really try and impart to the young women, because the millennials today, all they've ever known is co-ed environments. They have co-ed dorms, they have co-ed relationships where they go out, 10 girls and 10 guys, and they may have, spend the night and be very platonic, but nonetheless, they're very comfortable around their male peers. But in the work environment, that can sabotage you. Because when you get into the work environment, it's still it's still not yet a millennial work environment. So consequently, millennials are coming in with baby boomers and Gen X, and there's certain expectations that are put upon millennials that they may not even be aware of. And therefore, they're being judged on something that they don't even know they're being judged on. So oftentimes, I will pull a young woman aside and say, let me give you some advice. So I think that's where I can be really helpful to young women, because sometimes they don't realize they're doing something not necessarily bad. It's just they're doing something that in the scheme of the game we're playing of this particular industry is not going to fit.